All right. Hey, what's up? Hello. Happy Tuesday. I'm going to keep this super brief because my battery's about to die on my phone. So I want to be sure I can upload to YouTube before my battery goes out. But no, today's been a good day. I'm up late, super late tonight because I'm working on a SATS project with some other classmates, and I tried using a backwards elimination and forward selection technique using RStudio, and it did not work out the way I thought it would. And come to find out, I actually interpreted the process all incorrectly. Oops. Um, so I'm trying to now do some research on YouTube just to see if there's some videos that can help explain kind of where I went wrong. I think I figured it out. It's I mean, because when I did it before, I was using a different statistical program. I wasn't using RStudio. I was using something else, and so the process that I used to get the answers I needed when I was taking my SATs class last summer, they were completely different than what the software is like. So threw me for a doozy. I felt really bad. Our group stayed, we started meeting at 8:30. We didn't get off until like 11 ish, which is kind of late for all of us. And so now I'm looking back, trying to look back through old notes, and again watching some self help YouTube videos to see what I can get. So fingers crossed. But worst case scenario, we ended up running some basic correlations between variables too. So I think that's helpful when we think about, for our project and everything. Because essentially, what we need to do, we need to look at all these different predictors in the data set that we've been given, and look at what tests and like what predictors do we think are most important for the company. And so our group is doing it based off of overall work performance after 6 months and 12 months because we think that's the most important, just naturally. And so yeah, so easier said than done, but we're not giving up. I refuse to give up, but if there's a will, there's a way. So I've been watching some YouTube videos for a bit. Yeah, but no, today was pretty easy, pretty chill. I ate so much in Oreos today. I actually want to kind of eat some more, but my stomach's really hurting. I had a really bad tummy ache earlier, which that's probably what I get from eating Oreos as like a diet, you know. Um, yeah, because the orders I got, they should have lasted me 6 months, and I've got them last week, and I'm already down to my last like three boxes. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need to get my workout routine back in shape and everything, and whatnot. But I need to make some TikToks. But I have a lot on my to do list actually. Being really scatterbrained, but a lot on my to do list, and I need to do my message board post. I want to continue. I want to not give up on finding articles for my dissertation, um, and need to take care of some like stuff for work, obviously. So a number of things I need to actually start trying to like write it out or something. I have my to do list starting right now, which is blank, but I'm gonna add a lot more to it. So hopeful that I can just continue to be productive. I don't have a lot on my calendar for tomorrow morning, and so hopefully I can knock out a lot of things before then. So fingers crossed there. But tonight, though, for my 820 class, we had a really good discussion over selection, which is interesting because we're talking about that now in my other HR class. And just like what methods work best with selecting individuals for an organization. And in the midst of all that, I was really kind of thinking, I part of me kind of wants to start a business, and not exactly like Pope and Associates because I just got off my Scandal high after seeing it on Netflix, but not exactly like crisis management, but just dealing with like how to conduct business, dealing with either recruitment or dealing with like training and engagement of your staff. I mean, all things that I have experience with, and that I want to grow and like become more of a professional in. I think that'd be cool. And so I was thinking of like kid consulting. Um, it's just a thought, but who knows what could happen with that. I don't know. I need to look up what it looks like to get an LLC and what that looks like for taxes and all this other stuff. And with coronavirus and everything, I mean, like the timing for this is not ideal, obviously. So I may wait for things to cool down a bit. But yeah, I thought about it, and I thought about like, if I could have some things come by with my YouTube channel, like put out content and give people a teaser or some things, and then say like, hey, if you want to learn more, like feel free to visit my website or something. And I thought about getting a website and looking at prices for that and everything too. So all of these different things that kind of have in the back of my head, but I want to make sure I stay organized and not like overwhelm myself because it's easy to be consumed, or I assume it'd be easy to be consumed by all those different things. The thought of me doing all that stuff is consuming me, and I need to keep my eye on the prize and stay focused. So yeah, but for Call Me Mister, we had a really great meeting today. We got to hear from some of our alumni, Byron and Christian. Christian currently is working on his master's, and then Byron is currently working as a first grade teacher in the schools. And Byron talked about his experience with his current situation with COVID-19 and teaching his students online. What's really fascinating is that the state, I guess, has recommendations for screen time for elementary school students. And so for his class, he can only be with them for like an hour on Zoom. And so it was really cool. He was explaining how he uses the hour, like he uses the first 10 minutes as just like free time stuff. So like when students are joining on the Zoom, like with the help of their parents, and then he uses like another 10 minutes to go over some things. And then like he has it all broken down quite miraculously with just that hour's time. And I'm just like, 1 hour? That's crazy. But I mean, they're also kindergartners, so they won't be able to sit still for longer than an hour. So I completely get it. But I just think it's really crazy, and it's just part of all of this that we take for granted and that we don't think about. I would have never thought about that because I've never taught kindergartners or not kindergartners. I've never taught first graders before, so it's like out of sight, out of mind. So it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy to think about, but yeah. So I'm going to keep things brief again. Don't want my battery to die. Getting out to about like 7 minutes, but you know the drill. Feel free to drop some stuff in the comments below, and feel free to look out for some other things. And hope you have a great Wednesday. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace. Bye.